because they was talking about them, bro.
A lot of minorities still are in that slave mentality, not realizing that those handcuffs been off. That's the same thing in life when it comes to.
But that's what we're lacking in our culture.
We don't want to change.
We don't want to change. Going back to the sense of awareness.
Yeah.
Like, you just step out.
You know, people that look like us in modern day society. What will you mention here?
I think people that look like us, I mean, a black culture, I feel like times has changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of us still hone in on like what was going on back in the day. Like, we're still stuck in that mindset where like we don't have the opportunities as like the white culture, the Asian culture. You know what I'm saying? It's the stereotypical thinking, which I say now because we got social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can look how we look. We can talk how we talk. Go ahead.
No, I was thinking that, honestly, I was thinking yesterday when I was driving, I'm like, how can, it's funny that we're talking about this, but it's like, how can minorities still have this victim mentality if we look around and we see everyone who's our color succeeding in sports, in entertainment, on social media? It's like, look, if you really observe and look around, you will see we're not losing no more. Yes, we still have our disadvantage. That won't ever go. That won't go away. You know, just because it's just the way it is. You know, it's through history. But for us to say that we don't have the same opportunities, we're stripping that away from ourselves.
But also, just you mentioned sports entertainment. Let's take that out the equation for an example, right? Because our mindset is like the only way we can succeed is through sports entertainment.
Yeah.
So let's take that out. We can succeed in the white collar business and politics. Be a politician. And also we can see people and with social media, we can see people that look like us, that dress like us, that talk like us on social media, and be like, damn, he cut from the same cloth as me, and he's succeeding. That's credibility, proven point away that I can succeed too.
Look at
you know
e-com. It's like e-com. You don't even need a face.
You don't need a face.
You don't even need a face for any type of products. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
what I'm
don't even need a face. So if you don't need a face, there's no excuse.
No excuse.
Why you can't get that bag,
bro?
You know,
social media. This is one of the few positivities of social media, bro. A lot of negativity of social media, but I look at social media as an optimistic side of it. Right? Is open up the playing field, even up the playing field for everybody to fucking succeed, bro. It's the opportunities are right in front of us, but like if we have this victim mindset, if we're still stuck in our environment, right? When we're like in this little trapped in this little bubble in this little circle, which like that freaking keeps your mindset so small, then you're not gonna go anywhere. But if you like just step outside, like you get out your mindset, get out your hood, right, and just travel and see something different. Don't even leave your city. Just go into a different restaurant that you've never been to before, and be at the bar. And if you ain't got the money, just get some water for free. And just be in a different environment and talk with the people next to you that you're not used to talk to. And it opens up your mindset, bro.
And I think a lot of people, like, again, yes, we were as minorities once were slaves in handcuffs with physical chains, but I feel like we still transmute those physical chains and we put them onto mental chains, right? And it's like, hold on, it's like we still, a lot of minorities still are in that slave mentality, not realizing that those handcuffs been off. You just placed them on your mind. You know, and that's why education is important, you know, and that's, but education, when we use the word education, a lot of people think going to college, you know, like going to school and whatnot, but education is, to your point, it can be environmental. It could be an environmental education. It could be you going to a new environment and that environment itself is providing you with an education. It can be, like you said, social media. It can be people, right? It's like, it's cliche, but it's like the people you surround yourself with. It's like how much, everything is education, believe it or not. Like everything you consume, everything you see, it's defined as education. So it's like, where are you getting your education from? and how's that working? And that's the first question. It's like, if you're making bad decisions or not where you're at, it's like, well, what's my level of education? And then you observe. You observe your environment. You observe where you at. You observe your mindset, and then you just replace it. That's all it is. It's that micro replacing.
It's a paradigm shift. I think what we are lacking is sense of awareness too.
How does one gain sense of awareness?
You gain sense of awareness by stepping outside your environment. Sometimes you can step outside your environment on accident, not on purpose, and then you realize like, oh shit, this shit is different. I don't got this.
That's facts.
I go back home like we ain't on that wave. Like then you start, you know what I'm saying? Like educating people, or like maybe you might you start venturing off. You gonna get talked about. You saw what Mike Epps said on, I don't know if you saw the podcast where he was on All the Smoke. He said when he was coked up on all the movies. He saw All About the Benjamins. I'm right before set, I'm in the back crying, and Ice Cube trying to fucking like prep me up. He's like, nigga, stop crying, bro. You got this, about this. The reason why he was coked up so he can fit in when he go back in the hood in Indy. Because they was talking about him, bro.
Damn.
That's why he started doing coke, so he can fit in when he go back home to Indy. Because they thought he was too fucking Hollywood.
That's crazy.
So sometimes when you venture out, you gotta like know the fact that people are gonna talk about you too, and accept that. But it's not you, it's them because of their ignorance and their lack of education. But they can do the same thing. But like you said, they put shackles on their brain. But they put this own slave mentality. But reality is just a limited belief. You just take them shackles off. You have the same opportunity as a Mike Evans and myself or you.
And this is a little point for you guys. Why fit in if you were born to stand out? Remember that. Every single one of us was born to stand out. Yes, by standing out, you get followers, right? Because it's like you're standing out, people want to be like. And yes, sometimes you want to be like other people, but it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop like, okay, I admire this person and what he or she has, I want to be like them. That's the first step. But by you gaining whatever you admire, the next step is for you to transmute it and create your own lane, create your own vibe to stand out.
That's facts.
You know, it never stops in just fitting in. Sometimes you fit in because it helps to fit in. You learn yourself, you learn what to do, but it's never stops there. There's another level, which is standing out. And on standing out, it might go back to fitting in and then standing out. It's a continuous effort of growth, you know, because
real shit.
You can't just always stand out, because if you stand out, you would never be able to grasp what others have to present to you and elevate yourself in a way, you know. So it's a little bit of both, you know. It's standing out, fitting in, standing out, fitting in. It's a continuous cycle, you know.
Right.
And there's a saying that in life, you got to lose yourself to find yourself, to lose yourself again to find yourself. So that's the same thing on every aspect of life. There's always change. You know, nothing should ever stay the same. Like you're in a marriage, right? It's like
gotta continue to evolve, bro.
Facts. You're in a 10-year marriage.
10-year, not marriage, but you might well say we basically married because we've been together for a decade.
Been together for a decade. It's like through that decade, you guys had to find who you were, lose who you were, find who you were, and you guys kept on learning the new human you guys are. You know, the new personalities, the new mindset. Like as people grow, there's a whole new outlook on the individual themselves, which means that it's going to be changed. You're going to have to understand how this person thinks, what this person believes now in the present moment, and it's always going to change. That's the same thing in life when it comes to.
But that's what we're lacking in our culture.
We don't want to change.
We don't want to change. You go back to your hood. I go back home to my hood, right? Motherfuckers still doing the same shit from 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like literally like 20 years ago, and it's like going back to the sense of awareness. Like if you just step out, you know what I'm saying? Like I just say like I'm from Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay.
Like most of my family's from Norfolk, and I just say if I go back to Norfolk, okay, there's a city called Williamsburg, Virginia. If we just drive 45 minutes from Norfolk to Williamsburg, Virginia, like that's a different environment. Just in itself. Like they don't take nothing but a little bit of gas money. But I just know people that's from Norfolk for the most part, right? They stay in Norfolk. They stay in that city. You probably where you from too.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I live in LA. There's people I met that live in Compton, from Inglewood, never really left the city, bro. They never even left the state of California.
They're too busy pleasing the hood.
Too busy pleasing the hood, bro.
And it's like, hold on,
like,
the hood is
like these niggas are like Calabasas up the street.
Yeah.
Go to Calabasas and go to like the coffee, like go to a restaurant in Calabasas. You know what I'm saying? Go to
And it's not about forgetting about where you come from.
No.
It's about, I understand I've outgrown this environment, but if you have mad love for your environment, you will build on top of that environment.
Right.
Not you still being in the environment.
But then you go back to your environment and I don't call gentrification when our culture is going back to our hood and giving back to our hood. That's not gentrification to me.
Facts.
It's when the white people or the other cultures come into our hood. That's gentrification to me.
Yep.
So if we, you leave your hood, right? You grow, you evolve, because that's needed.
That's needed.
You gotta get out the environment, but that you come back and you give back.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You give what wasn't there before.
Right.
Because how much love you, because for one, the hood made you.
Exactly.
So it's like, since the hood made me, I want to give back to it, but I want to give back to it in the version I am right now. And that might be, cleaning up the streets, giving those people who need food, whatever it
building
may
affordable
be.
housing. Shout out to Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
He's doing that in his hood.
Yeah.
I think he's building over 180 affordable houses. Like, I don't know if you know that, but that's giving back.
Tell me if you know the homie. Hold on.
Yeah.
His name is Chris Senegal. Have you heard of Chris Senegal?
Person I have in my brain is like, he's foreign.
Yeah, it's you can't really see him because.
Oh yeah. I know of him.
Yeah, so
I know of him.
I met him.
Yeah,
because
he's doing new development projects.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but his focus, and Brandon. I don't know if you know Brandon. Brandon, can't remember his name. Again, through the circle I was. They building back in the hoods. They buying the hood back.
Love it.
It's like if you buying the hood back, you making way more contribution than you staying in the hood. Right.
See, this is what I do. So my slow flip strategy. I'm buying affordable low end housing, but these people that in low end housings, right? Most of them can't go to a traditional bank to get a loan. So I'm buying these property and I'm financing them myself as if I'm the bank. So now they have home ownership.
Yes, sir.
Right? Where they didn't before, didn't think they can own a home, but I'm doing seller financing in affordable housing in low-end neighborhoods.
Yeah,
so I'm saving people's lives, and now they own a property. So that's one of many ways of giving back.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? 100%. Like, I'm not checking their credit. I'm not checking W-2s. All you need is just let me know, Antonio. I got a job where I can make my affordable $900 monthly payment on the home that I own.
Sir, that's smooth.
You get what I'm saying?
That's smooth. Yeah, you're not trying to use them as a pawn. You're actually trying to give back to them.
Giving back to them, bro.